This is Grand Coulee Dam, Dvorak Dam,
Glen Canyon Dam,
Hoover Dam, Cle Elum Dam, Lower Granite Dam. It's probably time that I introduce myself and explain a little bit about what I've been up to for the past few years. Hi, my name is Adam, and for the last few years, I've been making videos about bridges, dams, and the infrastructure that affects our everyday lives. So, is it true that I'm actually a corporate shill being paid by the government to spread propaganda about dams? No. In real life, I'm actually a huge dam nerd. Ask my kids, ask my friends and family, I really am this big of a dam nerd. And I want to tell you about how I got here. This is me in 1990 at the Dalles Dam on the Columbia River. When I was 8 years old, my dad and I stopped for a picnic right next to the navigation lock on the Columbia River. The lock tender invited me into the control room and let me turn the lever that opened the valves of this enormous machine. And from that moment on, I was hooked. I got my degree in journalism and mass media. I worked for a decade making science and engineering explainer videos for a state university. And today, I own my own media company and produce content for clients all over the world. But my passion is still back with that little kid watching 14,000 tons of grain lock through a major hydroelectric dam. But not everyone feels the same way.
The lower 4 Snake River dams need to go.
Decimating the salmon population.
The most endangered river in this country.
We've got to remove the 4 dams on the lower Snake River.
We tend to think about environmental conflicts a lot like a David and Goliath story. But when it comes to the issue of dam removal, we have it exactly backwards. The groups wanting to tear down the dams are some of the best funded and most litigious nonprofits in America, willing to unleash a fury of 1,000 lawyers on anyone they deem worthy of their wrath. Meanwhile, the ordinary people and communities that have the most to lose in this issue are ridiculously undersupported, with a fraction of the resources of the environmental NGOs trying to tear them down. They're out there doing the work, feeding the world, moving the cargo, and keeping our homes warm with public power. In reality, the environmental industrial complex has its sights set on tearing down the very things that make life in the Pacific Northwest sustainable and green. But we've got a plan. 10 years ago, I started my YouTube channel to share my love of working rivers with the world. In 2024, I was approached by a group of Eastern Washington wheat farmers. We met in a combine shop in Columbia County, and 16 family farms put money into a hat to start the Center for Sustainability and Working Rivers. Our mission is to educate the public about the value of our river system and what it truly means to be sustainable. Fast forward to today. I bought a building. It's also an old combine shop. We cleaned it up, gave it a fresh coat of paint, and turned it into a makeshift studio for my production company. We hired a team of experienced videographers and editors, and now we're doing what we do best, creating content that informs, entertains, and shines a light on this little-known aspect of the built environment. Now, this channel has always been 100% independent and 100% crowdfunded and self-funded, and that will never change. But we're about to go a lot bigger, making bigger and longer videos, going deeper into the subjects that really matter, traveling further to tell more compelling stories. We've got the team, we've got the experience, and we've got the passion to do this right. Will you join us?